Hello. Hi, Sylvia.
Namoy.
What language is that?
Finnish.
Well done. Is that something you speak then, fluently?
Clearly.
Yeah. No, that was perfect. I have no notes on that whatsoever. We'll start with some. Wait, that was a heavy one, a heavy and long episode.
Rather.
With the Mormons. Do you feel like you learned a lot about Mormonism?
I did. It was nice to hear from someone who's been in there and a particular story.
Yeah. And because of the Mormon thing, I actually had to join Reddit as the podcast, and I had to make a page. So now anyone out there who hasn't been engaging through email with us, because you have some kind of problem with email, then now you can create a fun username, and I'll read some feedback from one really fun username, and go to Reddit. It's r/talkingass, one word, talkingass. And, be brave, be the first, start, I guess on Reddit you can do almost whatever you want, so I think I've created some subjects there, but you can create your own and do what you want.
Well, that sounds fun.
Sylvia, you a big Redditor. That's what the kids call
I
it.
prefer the quill.
What's quill?
Like literally a quill and paper.
Ah, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Ink.
Old school. Yeah. So on Reddit, go there. There's also a website in the works that's very close to being published very, very soon. But not quite yet. It's gonna be cool when it does. So, Mailbox. We haven't done one in a long time. Wait. First, welcome anyone who's joined us after the Mormon episode. Any ex-Mormons or current Mormons who are listening, we welcome you all as friends. This is how it works over here. This is the Talking Ass podcast. You find it on the internet, wherever you find podcasts, and then you press those internet buttons. You press review and comment, and it's all free. And we're giving all of this to you for free. So fuck it, doesn't cost anything. Press the buttons, right? And share with a friend. Share with another Mormon friend or a Jehovah's Witness or what other groups are there, Sylvia?
Church of Scientology.
No, we don't want any of those fuckers. Anything else?
Amish.
Yeah. Speaking of Scientology, I feel conflicted about this. So I went to see, because on this podcast we have to keep our finger on the cultural button. So I went to see the latest Mission Impossible 3-hour movie, of which 22 minutes were really awesome. The other 2.5 hours I could leave. But yeah, I also found out in the beginning credits that it wasn't only Tom Cruise in it. He actually produces them as well. So my money was going directly to the Church of Scientology. So with all that culty stuff from the Mormon episode, I don't feel great about giving money to that guy. He seems, because that Scientology is a full-on cult that has protected rapists, and people have disappeared in there and all kinds. What do you think?
Well, that is sort of the criteria of a cult, but yeah, particularly that one. He is right up there in and amongst it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a number 2 in that place, yeah. So we don't welcome them particularly. Or maybe individuals who've dabbled in it are welcome, but the leadership can stay out, yeah.
If they're willing to talk about it,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, anyone out there, if you know any Scientologists who would like to come babble about it with I'm a suppressive person. They call it an SP in Scientology. Someone who's outside the church talking shit about them is a suppressive person.
What was that thing they do when they train you? Like they put you down loads.
Yeah, I don't remember it all, but
Hazing stuff.
yeah, there's a lot of hazing. It's all awful, yeah. Okay, so anyway, mailbox. Next, we haven't done a mailbox in a long time. Do you want to do honorary mentions first and build up to the email of the week? Or do you want to start off with the best one and then give honorary mention?
Honorary mentions first, I'd say.
All right. So, speaking of Reddit, we have a comment here from the Reddit ex-Mormon thread. Let me read you this. This guy's username. Conifer Damacy, deceived by Satan. And I don't know which one's the username. And then there's some kind of tagline under the username. Don't know how it works on Reddit.
Stan Reddit. Or...
Yeah, but this one, deceived by Satan, Conifer Damacy. He says, I'm listening to it now. Not sure what kind of feedback you're looking for, but it's a fun interview so far, and his experience in and out of the church rings true. And then the same person comes back and says, how did I not notice until the end that this guy was the founder of Dragon Dads and that his ex-wife is the founder of Mama Dragons? That's awesome. Both of these groups are a big deal for many of us.
Oh, us.
Yeah, so, well, if there's so many of you, then listen more, you know? Come talk some more ass, as we say. Okay, that was Reddit. Another comment we had, this is from Patrick. And Patrick says, hi, Danny. Do you use some kind of AI software that cuts pauses? I've listened to some episodes and some bits are not so natural. I think you should you should go easy on that software. Yes, I agree. In some episodes I get a little addicted to the pause cutting and then it became a bit robotic. But also, Patrick, there was another person who a couple of months ago sent in that I talked too slow. So maybe you two should meet up and come up with the correct pace of conversation, because I have to cut a very difficult balance between producing something snappy that you can enjoy on your commute, but also not making it sound robotic and too edited. So, hey, fucking try my best over here.
There's the power of a pause, isn't there?
Yeah, well, I've tried to leave powerful pauses in, but whatever, I'll work on it. Thanks, I guess. Patrick.
I'm glad you're taking the feedback well.
Yeah. All right, do you want the email of the week?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's from Andreas in Germany.
Aloha.
Aloha is Hawaiian, but
I know, but I still want to say aloha.
Andreas in Germany. Okay, but he signed it Andy. So first, let me start with an impression. It goes by Andy. This is Andy's wife or husband, but I'm not sure what he's into, when he or she has lost their phone. Okay, you ready? Andy, wo ist mein Handy? Get it? A handy is a mobile phone in German.
Love it.
Yeah. Andy, wo ist mein Handy?
If you worked in a phone shop, you'd be handy Andy, hadn't you?
All right. Andreas says, hi, Daniel. This podcast was recommended to me by Gary from the Cayman Islands. I've really enjoyed everything I've listened to so far. The selection of topics is awesome and your guests are extraordinary. You're super polite and give your counterparts plenty of space to shine while still keeping just the right amount of you in it.
Yeah.
These are ideal qualifications for either a great podcast host or a sex worker.
That's the other option then.
Keep it up. I'm only writing this to be on record as a fairly early fanboy. I think he wants to be a toy boy, maybe. All the best also to Sylvia. Andy.
Sir.
P.S. Pretty good. He's doing a Larry David there.
Okay.
So, yeah. Andy, that's the email of the week. We have some prizes. No t-shirts or beanies, but we have some postcards.
We do.
So if you reply with your address, we will send Sylvia over here as a self-drawn them. And then
Self-drawn.
Yeah, and then we've made them into digitized versions of her drawings.
I have sketched you in action.
Yeah, there's lots of nudes and all kinds. So, yeah, so send in an address, we'll send you a prize. Or you can have the £5 Amazon voucher if you want to be boring. Anyways, next, we also teased a little bit of Eurovision coverage.
Oh, yeah.
Which we never had.
No.
Lots of drama there.
I think the weirdest bit was like the sudden rap off.
Yeah.
The Finnish guy. Was he Finnish from last time?
I have no idea. It's all weird political nonsense. I can't remember any of the actual performances anymore. But who did a rap?
It was two guys. It was the cha-cha-cha guy.
Yeah.
And and another guy that I didn't know.
Yeah, I vaguely remember.
It was actually quite good, but it was just weird. It just reminded me that we really are in quite a modern world, which kind of disgusts me a lot.
Yeah.
Don't feel connected.
It all got very it got so very obvious and political and stuff, and it was the end drama between Israel and Austria, and then the obvious thing where Israel won the public vote by 1 million, and then none of the judges, who are all like lefty artsy-fartsy people. Some, by the way, like one of the Swedish judges was an actual anti-Semite and stuff. But there's anyway, it got all very strange. And while that drama was going on, the Houthis in Yemen were firing missiles in Israel. So they were trying to make people, in case they win, so that people can't see it, that they have to be in bomb shelters. And, our media didn't really cover much of that. But it's an interesting point. Yeah, just a very strange thing every year. From the performances, I had a bunch of notes, fairly offensive notes about everyone's appearance. I remember the Greek act, maybe, or some other country. I said that the lady is also going to appear in the next Winter Olympics.
The tree woman.
I don't know, but it was the one with the big old honker.
And the glasses.
Maybe, but she's also going to be a venue in the Winter Olympics.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're going to do the ski jump off her nose.
Very nice.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I don't, none of the acts, I don't remember a single second from a song like 2 weeks later. So,
No.
Yeah, a strange political thing every year, and it's just brutal. They went like, they did a highlight package on the Eurovision website of the event, and the song that finished second, the Israeli song, they had cut it completely out. All references to the song that finished second and won the public vote. Just very strange behavior, We have another piece of admin here, which is one of our guests, Rowan, who is the guest in the transgender wrestler episode. His cat is very ill. I don't know why a cat charitable thing is the first thing we mention as a thing asking for people's money on the show. If you had sent something about your sick kid, yes, we would have included that too. But since this was the first thing sent, then we will do this one. And I hope the cat will be okay in the end, that Rowan reaches all of his fundraising goals.
Don't know what's wrong with him.
Not exactly, no. And it's also, we have, it's medical information. I don't want to, cats, do they have rights under the GDPR or whatever?
No, they do not.
They have a right to privacy when it comes to their medical information. Okay. Then we also teased a little, a mega guest we've been trying to get, a proper bucket list item for the show. Well, we are close. I've been in phone conversations and, agreements in principle, but still no recording, so keep an eye on that. And when it comes out, nobody will have ever heard this guy's name of our listeners, so they're gonna not believe that this is the person we...
Be like, okay, this is the guy. Oh.
It has to do with my nerdiness about certain rabbit holes in the world, and he's like the number one guy in those rabbit holes. And quick other admin, Science Actually, the Nerd and the Scientist podcast. They have released the episode where I'm a guest, so go listen to that. I'm an excellent, engaging guest on other people's shows. I'm much better at guesting than I am at hosting. And I'm pretty goddamn good at hosting too, right, Sylvia?
Well, statistics suggest that you're okay.
Yeah. And also the episode on Jeffrey Van Leeuwen's podcast, where I'm a guest as well. Very different topic. That'll be some Middle East stuff and things like that. I recommend listening to that one too. I think I did fairly well in both appearances. I'm not ashamed of either. I wouldn't be advertising them if they went poorly. So I think they're pretty good, so go check that one out too. What do we have to look forward to in this week's full-length episode? What's coming? Do you know?
Summer solstice.
Well, it's we're going to fun places. It's a travel one. We're joining an adventurist in places like Mongolia and Turkmenistan and North Africa and things like that. So everyone, press the internet buttons. And before we go, Sylvia, public service announcement.
Pancakes using banana are actually surprisingly wonderful.
Yep, I think banana pancakes have their place in the world. I'll go with wear more wolf t-shirts because wolves are suggestive to women.
Are they?
Are